Okay. So what's up, Scorpios? So this is going to be for my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cross watchers are welcome. My name is Aubrey. Time and energy is fluid. This could have already happened. It could be happening now. It could happen next week. Divine anything means of God. God is light and love. Just because you watch chat videos or got a boyfriend or girlfriend doesn't automatically make them a divine anything. Okay. Twin flames is not for everybody. Not everybody has a twin flame. That's not how it works. Cut it out. Trust God. Listen to God. Okay. Before I get into this energy, definitely follow me on my Twitter, Aligning Souls, because I do want to start posting messages there. Quick little snippets for y'all of different, energy check-ins and whatnot. So follow me on Twitter. Also, you can go to my website, thealigningsouls.com, which is literally on screen right now, to book your personal reading. Now, before we dive deeper into this energy, I'm going to give you guys a synopsis. So pretty much right now you're in a situation, Scorpios, where some sort of truth has been unveiled. It feels like it's feelings, maybe deeply suppressed feelings, or even if it's not, feelings within you that have been unveiled, it's feelings that you want to unveil to someone, right? I feel like if it hasn't already happened, definitely sometime between the new moon and the full moon that we have coming up in Sagittarius, you're going to be in an energy of knowing what it is that you want and going fully towards what it is that you want and speaking up about your deepest desires and your deepest feelings and whatnot, okay? So the overall theme that we have is chaos and conflict, right? Now, we did just have the Scorpio full moon on April 26th, okay? Which obviously impacted Scorpios the most. We do have the new moon coming up. With the Scorpio full moon was definitely about like hidden feelings, hidden depths, secrets, betrayals, anything like that. So, Scorpio energy is all about death and rebirth, right? So Scorpio full moon energy, a lot of you guys probably came to the realization that, okay, your ex ain't shit. Okay, and definitely was in the energy of releasing motherfuckers, okay, so that you can now bring in new energy, okay? So whereas the Scorpio full moon, it touched in, in your life in ways of releasing the ex or releasing old, toxic patterns about yourself, maybe the way that you communicate, or maybe the way that you deal with love, or maybe the way that you allow people to treat you in love, or maybe the ways in which you've been holding yourself back. This new moon in Taurus energy, Taurus is your sister sign, the opposite sign of Scorpio, right? So you're also going to be deeply affected on this new moon in Taurus, which is April 11th, okay? What's going to come up? New moons are all about bringing in new shit, right? So this is all about a time period of, since you've already let go of the past, now it's time to focus on the relationships you do want, okay? So even though this is a love reading, you're going to find this happening throughout your life in all different areas, friendships, family, like whatever. Like right now, you're creating the narrative that you want for your life. You're realizing your worth, you're realizing your values. And over the next 6 months, really, because it's Pluto retrograde in Scorpio, over the next 6 months, really, you're going to be in the energy of owning up to your true power and calling in whatever the fuck you want for your life. Period. But for right now, this is definitely about going towards a new relationship versus the past, okay? So whether this is someone that you used to be connected to, but never really got off the ground with, or, an ex that wasn't toxic, but, you feel like it's your soulmate, or whether it's about completely setting the ground because you're single and you now know what you want and you now know what to look for. Regardless, it's about bringing in new energies that are completely different from the past, okay? So, to jumpstart this off, we do have chaos and conflict. This is disarray, being at cross purposes with another, the tension of opposites and the value of chaos before order. Stubbornness has kept you in a state of opposition. The incessant need to be right has only served to prolong the conflict that deep down you want it to be resolved. It's an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, what's really important to you. Some things are non-negotiable, and if that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground? Soon the air clears and you'll be in a much better place than before, for the storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before, as long as you use the time constructively. So honestly, that literally just summed up what the fuck I just said. Okay, because she's gifted. Okay, what happened? Book a fucking reading. And so let go of the old, in with the new. It's okay to have boundaries, but at the same time, don't be in a place where your boundaries, like, it's okay to it's okay okay to have boundaries, but they have to be healthy. Like if you have boundaries put up because you still got trust issues or abandonment issues, you should have dealt with it, or you're gonna have to deal with it this month. But it's okay to have your boundaries and still be you, but at the same time, understand where you might even be lying to yourself and blocking yourself from true happiness because you're still really deep down inside holding on to baggage that somebody else did to you 10 relationships ago. Am I making sense? Let's get into it. So the current situation at hand is you're working on a firm foundation. You're working on a firm foundation right now. You could be feeling very alone, feeling very alienated, feeling like nobody's on your team or wanting more people on your team, wanting to come in to an energy of collaboration. Because I do feel like right now you're kind of just disengaged and it's just kind of like me. It has to be my way. It has to be my way. I got to make sure I'm right. Yeah, because I feel like this is more so the firm foundation within yourself. So I feel like you, as much as you want love, you also understand which is beautiful energy, by the way, because as much as you want love, you're not desperate or thirsty for it. You're in a place of like, yeah, I want love, but I first got to get me right. Before I come into a relationship or before I try to even fuck with somebody else, I don't want to waste their time, especially if it's somebody that you already know deep down in your heart is your soulmate or your twin flame. The last thing that you want to do is fuck up their life with your baggage, right? Mind you, nobody is ever going to be 100% healthy enough or 100% stable enough, for a relationship. That's just impossible. Like we're always going to have some sort of baggage. You're always going to have some sort of pain, right? But you don't want to just come into some situation fucking shit up from the beginning. So you're working on the foundations of you so that you already come to the table as, you ain't got to be 100%, but damn sure not 20%. Am I making sense, right? So the challenge of the situation right now is trusting your intuition. It's trusting your intuition. I feel like there might be self-deception at play because even with the overall energy, it's like very much of I want a soulmate or I know who my soulmate is or I want to go towards a soulmate, but I don't know how. I know that there's victory here, but I don't know how. I don't know how to make this come into fruition, whatever. So honestly, I feel like right now you're just overthinking. That is a challenge that you have. Throughout your life, Scorpios, because you guys are a water sign, psychic as fuck, very intuitive as fuck, but because you've been through so fucking much and you naturally already read situations before they fucking happen, that's cute, but sometimes you can do it to your detriment. You know what I mean? Because again, Scorpio, Pluto energy, Scorpio energy is all about death and rebirth, transformation, sex, the occult, psychic energy, intuitive, like that's your world, so you're constantly living in it. So some days, it can be hard to just, like some days you just overthink shit, right? And that's the problem that we're having right now. But your focus right now, what your focus needs to be is on not only finding happiness within yourself, but finding happiness within the relationships in the world that you want to create, okay? Whether it be friends, family, but love reading. So, and most importantly, the person that you want to be together with, okay? Whether this is, again, whether you're single and you're looking for love and you're trying to figure out what type of person you want to invite into your energy, or if this is about going towards the person that you love, okay? Now, the advice in the situation is to simply move on. Move on from anything that has been holding you back. Move on from anything that has been weighing you down. And also to move on from not wanting to move on from this blocked energy, right? Because Four of Pentacles is very much stuck energy or like holding back energy. And I feel like, again, a lot of you, matter of fact, no, all of you have held back in so many different ways, not even just within love, because again, you're going to experience this over these next 6 months. In which ways have you been holding yourself back? In which ways has your throat chakra been blocked? How have you not been communicating or expressing what it is that you want? Whether it's opening up and telling your feelings to a person, whether it's opening up and saying, you know what, I do want a music career, let me go after that. Whether it's opening up and telling your parents, hey, I don't want this job, I actually want to be an entrepreneur. Whatever it is, it's going to be different for everybody, right? But the advice is to move on from that energy and honestly just get into a place to where you right, okay? And you trusting your intuition, okay? Where you're trusting your intuition. And that's what I feel like is going to happen because with your advice being moving on, your outcome is 8 of Cups, which is essentially the same motherfucking damn thing. Okay, so you are going to come out on top. You are going to come out trusting your intuition. Okay, 8 of Cups and Crown Chakra as your outcome. You are going to come out trusting your intuition, whereas the challenge has been for you to trust your intuition, okay, because you're thinking too logically about a situation. Okay, and I think that's what I was trying to explain earlier. Because your life is all about this psychic energy and being so caught up in this world, right? Sometimes it can be overkill. And then, especially if you have a masculine, more masculine energy within you, you definitely lean more towards, because the psychicness of it all, the intuition of it all, the spirituality of it all, sometimes it can be a little too overwhelming for you. Okay, because Scorpios, out of all 12 zodiacs, y'all experience shit the deepest. Okay, again, y'all are the sign of death and rebirths and transformations, right? So y'all experience life to the core. Somebody hurts you, it's to the core. When you love to the core. Okay, remember Mimi from Love and Hip Hop ATL? You hurt me to my core. That is y'all. That is y'all. Mimi probably a fucking Scorpio. But all in all, like I said, y'all are going from a place of thinking a little too logically, not trusting your intuition, to walking away from, anything that does not serve you, even, these self-deception, self-defying thoughts or denying thoughts, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And y'all are moving into a place of happiness. Y'all are moving into a place of happiness. That is a theme this month, okay? That is the theme this month. You're going towards that soulmate. One step at a time, but you're going towards that soulmate, okay? Or calling in that soulmate. Y'all gonna be fine. So I love each and every one of y'all. Definitely go to my website, thealigningsouls.com, which is literally on screen right now, to book your personal reading. Life is all about alignment, and I'm literally here to help put you back into the universe. Get on your shit before shit gets on you. I love each and every one of y'all. I will see y'all in the next motherfucking session. Okay? Bye.
She's so fine, she's a dime, titties, oh,